Vanakkam and Namaste. Through this video, I would like to set straight the distorted records pertaining to the tragic death of a girl who was a student at a Christian school in Tanjavur district of Tamil Nadu. All the information that I am presenting here are already available in the public domain, but mostly in Tamil. This video, therefore, is for the benefit of those who cannot follow Tamil and hence are in danger of being deceived by the gaudy media, which is distorting, obfuscating and at times lying outright the facts pertaining to the tragic death of a bright child in furtherance of the fascist agenda of its political masters. The child in question joined the school 4 years ago and secured 96% marks in 10th standard. Naturally, she was a darling of the nuns who ran the school. Besides, she received special care from the nuns as she was coming from a difficult family background. Due to her difficult family background and the affection shown by the nuns, she often preferred to stay at the convent than going home for holidays. This fact has been attested by two villagers of Michaelpatti, where the Sacred Heart Higher Secondary School is based. Michaelpatti is one of the villages under Thirukattupalli Panchayat Union. The girl's mother expired some years ago and she has two younger brothers. Her father remarried and the second wife has a son. A senior journalist of a reputed news outlet in an interview calls her father a drunkard. She had some skin problem. On account of that, her stepmother kept her segregated in the house. The stepmother had even maintained a separate plate for having food for the victim girl. The girl's grandmother, in an interview, says that her stepmother burnt the girl's hand on one occasion. This fact is attested by a lady from Michaelpatti in an interview to a YouTube channel, and she claims that her statement has been recorded by the police. In 2020, the girl complained to the Child Welfare Department that her stepmother was harassing her. Last December, the girl refused to go home for second term holidays, which falls during the Christmas season. So, she was accommodated in the convent because the hostel remains closed during the holidays. The nun who has been arrested bought a dress for the girl costing rupees 1,500 as a Christmas gift. The girl and the arrested nun used to play some sedentary games during holidays. The nun had also brought a puppy to the hostel since the girl desired so. The reason for her refusal to go home for the Christmas holidays again is a fear of harassment and torture by her stepmother. She had also told the nuns that her stepmother would not let her study at home. She had also shared with her friends in the hostel about the harassment and torture meted out to her by her stepmother. Apparently, her father seems to have done nothing to alleviate the difficult environment the girl was in at home. It is also reported that the girl's late mother had also attempted suicide. However, I am unable to find any information as to how she died. Meanwhile, the arrested nun had advised the girl to go home at least for the Pongal holidays, which she again refused to heed. As for the history of the school, it is over 60 years old and over 60% of its students are Hindus. Of the total working teachers, 10 are Hindus whose statements have been recorded by the police as a part of the investigation. In the last 60 years, save the current controversy, there isn't a single allegation of any conversion against the school. Apparently, for the last 2 years, the girls' fees were paid by the physical education teacher of the school. And on January 9, 2022, the girl consumed poison, a fact that came to the knowledge of the nuns only after she was admitted to a hospital by her parents on or about January 11. After consuming poison, the girl began vomiting, which the nuns did not consider serious warranting immediate hospitalization. And on the 10th of January morning, the nun who is being falsely demonized was seen feeding the girl breakfast by the lady mentioned above. The same lady advised the nun to give the girl lemon tea to treat vomiting. After feeding breakfast, the nun informs the girl that she has informed her stepmother over the phone about her health condition and requesting her to come and take the girl home. However, the girl protested to the nun as to why she called her stepmother to the hostel to take her home. She told the nun that she would not go home but stay in the hostel. However, the nun convinced her to go home as she would get individual attention there. Later in the day, that is on January 10, her parents came and took her home. Even after reaching home, the girl did not inform her parents that she had consumed poison. She did so only after her condition deteriorated on the next day. She was then admitted to a hospital. Subsequently, a complaint was lodged at the local police station. Apparently, on the information provided by the girl, the police recovered a poison bottle from the prayer room of the convent. The nuns did not know anything about the presence of the poison bottle in the prayer hall. The dying declaration recorded by a magistrate does not have even a whisper about the forced conversion. In the declaration, she alleges harassment such as being asked to maintain account, wash the toilets, and do other chores. However, the nuns have denied such allegations. The lady mentioned above admits that the girl was maintaining the stationery account for the last 4 years. The worth of stationery was around 5,000 rupees. The same lady alleges that the girl was blackmailed by her stepmother to make incriminating statement against the warden nun. The stepmother had allegedly threatened that if she refused to do so, she would harass and torture the girl's 2 younger brothers. Meanwhile, the video that the gaudy media falsely claims as clinching evidence was recorded on January 17, that is, just 2 days before the girl lost her fight for survival. The video is of 4 minutes long, of which only 44 seconds was released by the Tamil Nadu BJP president. The video was recorded by a man who is either a member of BHP or RSS. His name is Muthuvel and he has been arrested by the police. The Tamil social media calls the Sangh Parivar members as Sanghis. Therefore, henceforth, I too will use the word Sanghis for the sake of brevity. Any person having a neutral mind will find the video to be nothing but a forced extraction. The Sanghi Muthuvel forces a victim who was in her death throes to make statements that she was harassed for refusing to convert. All his questions are leading questions designed to force incriminating statements from the victim's mouth. His purpose is not to get the truth but to fabricate incriminating material. From the said 4-minute video, it is evident that the girl is resisting Muthuvel's force that she make incriminating statements against the nuns that they harassed her to convert. The gaudy media falsely tells its viewers that the said video is a dying declaration and foolishly claims that it is a clinching evidence. I will discuss the evidentiary value of the said footage in another video. Thank you for watching. My name is Deva.